Hello and welcome. My name is Faye, and tonight you are here for your 30-minute bedtime stretch and breathe class. This is a great class to do to help you prepare for a nice night's rest. And for today's class, I have focused it, as you can see probably by the title, on low back pain relief. I woke up feeling super tense, tight, achy, and even trouble with walking. So I was like, okay, I need to do some very gentle movements and stretches for my back. So I thought I would share that here with you. So not only is this a great practice to do before bed, but you could also do this in the morning when you wake up as well. Because it's a practice where I'm focusing on low back pain relief, I really want you to be gentle and kind with yourself today. So if there's something that I offer that does not feel right in your body or does not look like something you want to even try, feel free to skip it. It's totally up to you. This is 100% your practice. It is a full body stretch, but I will encourage you to really focus your attention on your low back pain or any areas that are feeling tense or tight, and you can actively send that breath there. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, for today's class, if you'd like to have some props to support you, you could have blocks or blankets, but of course this class you don't need to have any props. If you want to make your way onto your space, let's go ahead and lie on our backs, and then when you arrive, you can take your time getting there. Just start to reach your arms overhead any amount. They can come out to the sides if that would feel better. Take a nice full body stretch. Reach your toes long, your fingertips up towards the top. And then exhale, soften and relax. Take just a moment to check in with your body. Notice how this shape feels. Would it feel more comfortable to plant your feet and bend your knees? When you arrive, allow your eyes to soften down and close. Take a moment to just feel the earth beneath your body. Notice what areas of your body come into contact with the ground. Start to focus your attention on your breath. Notice your inhale. And notice your exhale. You can start to take your hands and bring them onto your ribs. You could make little C's with your hand and hold onto your rib cage on the side. If it would feel better, you can take the base of your palm and just place them against your rib cage. Take a breath in, feel your ribs expand side to side and front to back. And then exhale, soften your ribs back down. Let the breath go. Inhale, expand your rib cage 360 degrees. Notice the fullness of your breath. And then exhale, soften and relax. Let's try that again. Inhale, fill the body with air, expand your ribs. Notice if one side feels more expansive than the other. And then exhale, soften and relax. Now that rib that maybe you notice flared out just a tiny bit more, see if you can add a little extra love and extra air to the opposite side this time. Inhale, fill with air. And really focus on filling that opposite side that had less expansion. And then exhale, empty your lungs completely. Once more, inhale, fill up. Again, nurture that side that may not have expanded as much. And then exhale, release, let it go. You can release your hands down by your side this time. If your legs are still out long, go ahead and bend your knees and plant your feet. Inhale. Start to rock forward on your pelvis so that your low back arches slightly. And then exhale, press your low back down, get flat towards the earth. Inhale, lift up, find a little bit of space. One teacher I practiced with said, imagine there's a marshmallow right at the back of your low back. And then on your exhale, very slowly try to smush that marshmallow down flat to the earth. Inhale once more. Create that little arch in your low back. And then exhale, very slowly press that marshmallow down flat to the earth. This time, inhale, draw one knee up towards the sky, and then the other. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock here from side to side. You can massage out your low back here. If it feels nice, maybe you'd like to trace circles with your low back, noticing each part of your back that comes into contact with the earth. And then if you're making these circles, go ahead and reverse directions. Notice if there's any differences you might feel on this side. And then when you feel ready, you can return back to stillness. Allow your arms to come out to a T. Inhale, bring your knees parallel to the ceiling. And then exhale, allow your knees to fall over towards the right. Take a full breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your left arm up and bring it to touch your hands, one on top of the other. Take a full breath in and a steady breath out. Inhale, take your top hand, your top left hand, and start to circle it around on the ground, back behind you, and then roll back onto your back. Your shoulders may come down towards the earth, they may not. Trace your hand all the way down. It does not have to stay on the ground, it can lift. It will depend on how much mobility you have in your shoulder and your anatomy. And then bring your hand back to touch. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, sweep your hand around. And then exhale, bring your left hand back to touch your right. Once more, inhale, circle your left hand back and around. And then exhale, bring it all the way around to touch your palm. This time, inhale, roll back onto your back. And exhale, draw your knees in. Just give yourself a little rock here from side to side. And you'll stay right where you are. I'm just going to roll over to the other side for demonstration purposes. Release your arms back out to a T. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, allow your knees to fall over towards the left side this time. If your back is feeling extra sensitive, you can always take a block or a blanket in between your legs for just a little bit more support. Take a full breath in. And a steady breath out. Inhale, bring your right hand on top of your left. Your shoulder comes up off the ground. Your head relaxes onto the mat. You could always have a pillow or blanket here underneath your head if you'd like a little bit more support as well. Inhale, take your right hand and start to sweep it all the way around, back behind you. And again, your hand can stay on the earth, or maybe it starts to float back up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring it around. Your palms come back to touch. 2 more times. Inhale, take your hand on the earth, sweep it around. And then exhale, circle it back around to touch your left hand. One more time. Inhale. Sweep your right hand up and around. And then exhale. Bring your palms back to touch. If you have your prop, remove it out from between your legs or underneath your knees. And then roll back onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll from side to side. And then return your feet to the earth. Knees are bent. We'll find that same movement we found earlier. Imagine that marshmallow is underneath your low back. Take a breath in. Create a little space for that marshmallow. And then exhale, release all the air out. Press your low back down into the earth. Your tailbone curls under just slightly. Inhale. Arch through your low back gently. And then exhale, very slowly press your hips down. Smush that marshmallow. And once more, inhale. Arch through your back. And exhale, press it down. Inhale, allow your back to return to wherever feels most normal and comfortable. Take just a moment to check in, notice how you're feeling. Is there any difference at all in your back right now? Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. There's no wrong answer, you're just checking in, paying attention to what you're experiencing. And then when you feel ready, you can roll over onto one side. Very gently start to press yourself up. Join me on your hands and knees in tabletop shape. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Inhale, extend your right leg long, back behind you. Press through your heel. Crown of your head reaches forward. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, round through your back. Inhale, stretch your leg back behind you. And exhale, knee to nose. Once more, inhale, stretch long. And exhale, knee to nose. Keep it there for a breath in. And then exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Blocks are a great option underneath the hands here if you'd like. Inhale, push into your blocks. Check to make sure your ankle is stacked right underneath your knee for your low lunge. Take a full breath in. And a steady breath out. You can stay right here, or if you'd like, inhale, walk your hands onto your knee. And exhale, let it go. Curl your tailbone under you slightly. Take another breath in. And another steady breath out. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to your sky. Exhale. Bend your elbows, bring your hands back behind your head. Elbows come out to the side. Stack your rib cage right over your pelvis. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, side bend to your right. This will be a very gentle movement. Does not need to be over dramatic here. Inhale, bring it back to center. And then exhale, bend to your left. Continue to stay stable and strong through both your legs. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, bend to your left. One more time each side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend right. Inhale to center. And exhale, bend left. Inhale, release your hands to the sky. And then exhale, allow your hands to come down onto your blocks. You can walk your blocks back and start to straighten your front leg any amount. Your heel digs into the ground. Your toes come back towards your face. You could have a very nice bend in your knees here. It does not need to be straight. Wherever you are, inhale, grow tall through your spine. And exhale, hinge from your hips. See how far you can go without rounding through your back. Take a full breath in, and then a steady breath out. You're always welcome to change the height of your blocks or remove them. Your hands can be down here to frame your foot. You'll feel more sensation most likely with your hands lower towards the earth. So if you do not have blocks, make sure you keep a bend in your knee here. Take a full breath in and a steady breath out. You can take your left hand now and start to bring it to the outside of your right leg, over towards the right side. You can walk your hands further away. I always recommend a block here if you can help it. Adds just a little bit more stability and height here. You can press your hips over towards the left. Little IT band stretch. Take one more full breath in here. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, return your hands to frame your foot. And then exhale, bend back into your knee, low lunge. Hands come to frame your foot. Inhale, push into your hands. And then exhale, slide your right foot way back behind you. Toes come onto the earth. Kickstand your left knee out to the side. Right heel pivots down to the earth. Inhale, sweep your right hand up. And then exhale, reach it forward. Allow your bicep to come towards your ear. You can find a little arch through your side body. Maybe even a gentle press of your hips forward if that feels good. Take one full breath in here. And then exhale, release your hands down to the earth. Return your knee back underneath your hip. Tabletop shape. Inhale, extend your left leg long behind you. Toes are off the ground. Press through your heel. Crown of your head reaches forward. Actively press into all 10 finger pads of your hand. So if you notice if you're dipping into your shoulder, see if you can really press the earth away. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose, round through your back, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, extend it out long. Stretch through the crown of your head and the base of your heel. And then exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale. Stretch your left leg long behind you. Reach the crown of your head forward. And then exhale, knee to nose. Curl everything in. Stay here for an inhale. And then exhale, slowly start to step your left foot forward in between your hands. Just check to make sure your ankle is over your knee. Again, you can take your blocks to frame your foot for your low lunge here. Inhale, push into your blocks. Exhale, press into both feet. Actively press into the earth with your feet. Invite ease and softness into your face, your jaw. Take a full breath in. And a steady breath out. You can stay right here, or if you'd like, bring your hands onto your knee. Take a breath in and let it go. Continue to actively press into your feet. If you might be struggling with balance, you can always take your left foot out towards the left side of your mat for a little bit more space for your hips. You can stay right here. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Notice if your back wants to arch. See again if you can curl your tailbone under. Reduce that arch in your low back. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. Exhale, bend your elbows, bring your hands back behind your head. Take a breath in, grow tall. Exhale, bend towards your left. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale back through center. And exhale, bend to your left. Inhale once more through center. Exhale, bend to your right. One more set each side. Inhale back through center. Continue to keep your legs active. Exhale, press through towards your left side bend. Inhale to center. And exhale over to your right. Once more. Inhale, stretch your hands to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to your blocks or to the earth. Inhale, push into your blocks, grow tall. Exhale, start to straighten your left leg any amount. Press your heel into the earth and draw your toes back toward your face. Again, you're welcome to keep a generous bend in your knee here. If your hands are closer towards the earth, it will feel better to have a nice soft bend in your knee here. Blocks, again, are a great option underneath the hands. Inhale, grow tall wherever you are. Exhale, see if you can hinge from your hip. Maintain that length through your spine. Take another breath in. Exhale, fold forward over your half split. Notice how this side feels compared to the other. Is there any difference? Take one more full breath in. And a steady breath out. You're welcome to stay right here, or if you'd like, take the block in your right hand and start to move your right hand to the outside of your left leg over towards the left side. And you can walk your blocks out to a bit of a diagonal shape of your leg. Maybe it feels nice to press your hips slightly over towards the right. Stay connected with your breath. On your next inhale, return your blocks to frame your foot. Exhale, bend back into your front knee. Inhale. Very slowly press into your hands. And then exhale, start to slide your left foot back behind you. Toes come tucked towards the earth. Kickstand your right leg out to the right side of your mat. If you're on blocks, you can stay there. You may want to reduce the height or bring your hands back to your mat. Allow your left heel to come down towards the earth. Inhale, sweep your left hand up to the sky for your side plank. And then exhale, allow your left arm to float by your ear. And you can start to press your left rib cage up towards the sky. Maybe you even want to press your hips forward. Whatever feels right for you today. Take one more full breath in and a steady breath out. Inhale, roll back onto your hands and knees. Tabletop shape. Wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. Inhale, tuck your toes. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Your hands can be on blocks or on the floor. Exhale, release your feet, scoop and round through your back cat pose. Inhale back to a neutral spine. And then if you're on your blocks, you're welcome to stay there, but you may want to come back down to the earth. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Really press into all 10 finger pads and the base of your palm and pointer finger. Or the base of your thumb and pointer finger, excuse me. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your knees and start to send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. If it feels nice here, you can start to pedal out your feet. Bend one knee and straighten out the opposite leg. And switch. Find just a couple rounds of pedaling out the feet here, or hold static. And then when you feel ready, you can return back to stillness. Inhale a little bit onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Allow your feet to pivot so that your knees go over towards the left. Your bottom goes towards the right. Inhale back through center. And then exhale, knees to the right, bottom to the left. Your feet just naturally pivot here on your mat. One more time each side. Inhale back through center. Exhale, toes to the right, hips to the left. Toes to the left, hips to the right. Inhale back through center. And then exhale, toes to the right, hips to the left. Inhale. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale, roll forward to plank, top of a push-up. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Continue to press the earth away. Press through your heels, press through the crown of your head. Always have an option here to lower your knees down towards the earth. Take a full breath in. And exhale, bend your elbows, lower all the way down to your belly. When you arrive, you can stack your hands one on top of the other and relax your forehead down. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale, pick up your head and arms off the ground. And then exhale, walk them over towards the right corner of your mat. Take a breath in. And a steady breath out. Inhale back through center. Release your head down. Exhale, let it go. Take another full breath in. And then exhale, pick up your head and shoulders and bring them over towards the left side of your mat. Take another full breath in. And let it go. Inhale back through center. Return your hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, press up into your tabletop shape. And then send your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. So your knees can be together or slightly apart to make more space for your abdomen, torso area. You can bring your forehead down to the earth. Extend your fingertips long. And then exhale, press your hips down towards your heels. You could always take a blanket or extra support here underneath the bottom, between the legs and the back of your legs. That might help if you notice that your heels don't come all the way down towards your legs. Take one more full breath in. And one more steady breath out. Inhale very slowly. Start to roll yourself back up. Right. Exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale. Sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, twist to your right. Right hand comes back behind you, left hand on your leg. Stay here for a breath in. And stay here for a breath out. Inhale, reach back through center, look up. And exhale, twist to your left. Left hand comes back behind you, right hand on your leg. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, reach back through center. And exhale, release your hands through heart center. Release your hands down to the earth. And then very slowly make your way back down onto your back. When you arrive, take a full body stretch. And then exhale, draw your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll from side to side. Massage out your low back. And then when you feel ready, return back to stillness. Keep your knees bent and plant your feet onto the earth. Bring your hands alongside your body again. Inhale, find a little arch through your back. Exhale, press your low back into the earth. Inhale once more. Create space for that imaginary marshmallow at the base of your low back. And then exhale, smush it down. Take a moment here and breathe. Notice how it feels. Is there any difference from when we began and when we started? If it feels nice, you can bring your knees back into your chest for another gentle rock from side to side. And then you can release your hands out to a T. Inhale, bring your shins parallel to the ceiling. And then exhale, allow your knees to fall over towards the right. Option to always place a block or support in between your legs. You can take your right hand and place it on top of your left leg. Your gaze can be up at the ceiling or over towards your left hand. Take just a few rounds of breath here. See if you can actively breathe into your low back. And then inhale. Release your hand back down to the earth. Draw your knees back in toward your chest. And then exhale, release your knees again over towards the left this time. Right arm comes out to a T, and then maybe you take your left hand to the top of your right knee. Your shoulders stay rooted down into the earth. Your gaze is up at the ceiling or over towards your right hand. See if you can actively breathe into your low back. Take one more full round of breath in. And let it go. Inhale, roll back onto your back. And then exhale, extend your legs out long or keep your knees bent if that would feel better. Bring your hands back to your rib cage. You can make those C shapes and hold on to your ribs. Or again, you can just place the base of your palm on top of your rib cage. Inhale, breathe into your ribs. Find the expansion front to back and side to side. And then exhale, feel them soften and relax. Once more, inhale, fill up. And exhale, let it all go. Take another full breath in. And exhale, release it completely. You release your arms back out to the sides of your body. And take just a moment to scan your body. Just notice how you feel. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. Or whenever you feel ready, you can roll over onto one side and start to gently press yourself back up into a seated shape. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Again, my name is Faye, and if you made it to here, go ahead and tell me down in the comments below. I'd love to celebrate with you. I'm super proud of you for showing up. And of course, if you like this content, it would mean the world to me if you shared down in the comments below how the class went for you. And of course, if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss more videos in the future. And before you go, if you're interested in grabbing more classes like this without any ads here on YouTube, or if you'd like to practice with me live, I will leave a little link down below to my YMB Club membership on demand library. So you can access these classes there, and you can get a free 7-day trial. So you want to check it out, feel free to do so. It's down below. And in addition to that, live classes, pre-recorded content, and you'll also see other videos that you haven't seen before on my channel, such as yoga and meditation challenges. So if any of that sounds interesting, go ahead and check it out down below, and I'd love to have you there. See you next week. Bye.